Welcome to another episode of the Chief Audit Executive Briefing. Hey, Happy New Year again, everybody. For most of you, you made it through your first week back in the office. Whew. So just take a big, deep breath because I know that coming back after a holiday break, whether that's vacation or holiday, usually the first week is a little bit crazy, right? You got emails everywhere, and it takes you a few days to actually get out from underneath everything. So you made it through the first week. Congratulations. Now this week, I got a couple of announcements for you, and then I wanted to talk a little bit about the survey itself. So first off, since we are in January, that means we're actually going to be opening enrollment for the Chief Audit Executive Forum again during January. So the reason I'm telling you this is I know that some people missed the deadline last time. And so let me just kind of very quickly explain the process. So during the month of January, we're going to open up for people to submit a membership application if you are interested in joining the Chief Audit Executive Forum. Now, this is a discussion group of top CAEs from all over the world. Where we actually have monthly calls where we can talk about some of the challenges and opportunities that you're dealing with, but also, to be able to provide support, encouragement, and really talk about some of these thought leadership things and share best practices with each other. So again, if that sounds of interest to you, make sure and watch your emails because we're going to be announcing soon when you can submit an application. Now, you have to submit an application, go through an interview with me to make sure that you're a good fit for the group. But like I said, I just want to throw that out there and tease you with that a little bit because I know last time there were some people that did not get in on time. So that's the one thing. Now, the second thing that I want to talk to you about today is the Chief Audit Executive Survey. Now, if you'll remember last year, I actually reached out and interviewed about 40 to 50 chief audit executives from all over the world, spent 15 to 30 minutes with them on the phone. And this year, I want to open it up to more people because obviously I can't, I don't have enough time in the day to sit down and have interviews with hundreds and hundreds of people from all over the world. So this year, I'm doing it in a survey format. So the link to the survey is below. But let me talk again about kind of the reason on why I'm doing this and why I need your help. Because what I find usually when I go through and read surveys, and there's lots of things that come out each year about the top risks, the things that are most on the concern of chief audit executives, what CEOs are most concerned about. Most of the time when I read those reports, they're usually put out by a professional service firm. And as I read through, a lot of times I really kind of question whether or not that's actually the survey results that they've gotten, because they tend to use words or kind of throw stuff out there that is in such a way that it's trying to scare people and get you to buy their services or their products. And it really kind of makes me sick to my stomach when I see that. So what I'm doing is actually just a couple of questions. What are the challenges that you're seeing for yourself and your team? What are the opportunities? And kind of what are the top risk-based projects that you're working on to kind of get an idea of where we're spending our time. Now, the reason for this, it's very quick. It only takes about 5 minutes. But here's why the information is so important. I actually want to know what's really going on in your mind. I don't want to try to sift through some of the information that others are putting out there and try to see what you're really thinking or what you're really dealing with. So it's completely confidential and anonymous. I mean, obviously, I'm going to put together some information and share with everybody that receives the CAE briefing. But I don't know who you are. So whatever you put into the survey is all anonymous for you. But I really do just want to know what you think you're dealing with here in 2020. So again, when I And how I'm going to use this again is a report that will end up going out to those that receive the CAE briefing, but also it helps me to be able to know what information I should focus on this next year as I'm creating more content. You know, I send out emails to people, I do videos like this, other videos on YouTube. You know, I have my Jamming with Jason podcast. And so I'm trying to get information out to chief audit executives and professionals in internal audit risk and compliance. And if I know what you're concerned about or what the challenges and opportunities are that you see facing yourself in 2020, then I can actually help create content that will help you in getting through 2020, because that's really my goal. So again, just take the 5 minutes, click on the link, and fill it out. It would be very helpful for me, but even more important, it's actually going to be helpful for you, because if you tell me what you're needing, I can then create more content to give you what you need. So with that, my friends, have a great week, and I will talk to you next week. But make sure to be checking your email for the information about the Chief Audit Executive Forum. Talk to you next week.